Hey, I was wondering, did you have another dream again last night?
To what dream are you referring?
You know, another dream about them. And about Mew.
What brought this up?
It's been on my mind lately. You remember seeing how it ended, right? You don't suppose...
Mew had children. They were taken by humans, so now it's trying to parent us in their stead.
You just jump right to the point, now don't you?
There's no sense in dancing around the topic. You were thinking the same thing, were you not?
Well, yeah, I was. I was wondering whatever happened to its children. Oh. Hello, Mew.
I assume you overheard us?
If it's not too much to ask, why are you sharing those dreams with us? Do you have an idea on what happened to them? You don't have to answer. Perhaps I overstepped in asking.
What?
Why are you... Mew, I know it's your way of coping, but...
We aren't your children. We only share similar DNA with your species. Look, we can try to help you find out what happened to them if it might give you closure.
Certainly. But pretending we are them might not be good for you. Wait, Mew!
We should leave it be for now. We said what we needed to.
I suppose. I can't help but feel we might have started something we shouldn't have with Mew. It's really sticking to this, and something isn't sitting right with me about it. I know you feel the same.
Well, feeling regret won't change what happened to Mew or its family.
Maybe not. But you offered to look into the matter. Would you have a way to find out what might have happened to Mew's offspring?
I had a hunch. Knowing their obsession they had with creating me, it was likely to be Team Rocket who took them. There's no mistaking those uniforms in Mew's dreams. But I destroyed the facility I was created in and cleared that island of any evidence I had been there. They don't remember they even made me. What about the lab that made you?
I didn't exactly destroy it when I escaped, but I can't go back there. My creators are probably still on the search for me. And I can't risk them catching me or finding where I'm hiding.
There might be another option. I was kept in a Team Rocket base after the island was raised, but I didn't leave that place in one piece either. However, it is very likely that they didn't do a thorough sweep of the wreckage before they abandoned it. Not like I would have. If I fly there, I might be able to recover something.
For Mew's sake, as well as ours.
It's not a guarantee, but it could be a start. Well, that's an entry I'm not eager to see again. But it doesn't surprise me, at least.
Still searching?
Is Mew back yet? I might as well show this much to it. Perhaps it'll be enough to convince it to move on from this.
No. I'm not sure where Mew went, but I suspect it won't be back for a while. I assume this is Mom, then?
Funny. But this is the fossil used in my creation. Yes.
Fascinating.
What about you? Were you ever told where you came from?
My creators weren't really ones for idle chit-chat with me, but the word clone was tossed around enough times. The usual for us, I'm sure. But what about Mew? Anything at all about what happened to it or its family?
Nothing at all. I think Mew is just...
Wait! Stop skimming! What's this? Insufficient material? If that was what they used, why is it labeled
It
insufficient?
doesn't mean anything strange.
How can you be so sure?
A lone fossil has gaps in the DNA sequence. That's why we're genetically modified clones. That's all.
I found a hard drive,
Just throw it on the pile, Ash.
but this one seems different. It's cut in half, but I don't think your explosion did it. Like whatever's on it was probably something they didn't want folks seeing, you know?
I mean,
You look into it, right? Because if anyone could fix this, it's you, of course. This could have all the answers or something.
maybe,
You'll
but
do it though, won't you? It's for Mew.
I suppose it is.
We'll go look for more. You're the best, Mewtwo.
And just what were they planning to do with this?
Mew and Mewtwo will be right back after these messages.
Yesterday, I asked you, what's the rock for? Here are your best answers. Oh boy. Put the rock in the blender and eat it like cereal. Cereal doesn't work like that. But what if blend the rock? Then... Sorry, I gotta read this right. But what if blend the rock, then crunch the rock? No, it becomes powder. If he no munch rock, teleport rock in tummy. That's one way to feed a kid who doesn't want to eat his dinner. I know I didn't want to. Plot twist. I eat the rock, and Mewtwo is saved. Mine. What is happening?
The world's most powerful Pokemon, afraid of strings of data. Redacted.
Entry number 1. I've been tasked to study this Mew closely, learn its patterns, its habits, I'm so excited. To be able to observe such a rare Pokemon is a privilege. My supervisor said that this will be a way to get a better understanding of not only the Mew species, but possibly its connection to other Pokemon. After all, it is said to hold the DNA of every other Pokemon out there. Fresh out of an apprenticeship and studying the elusive Mew, I must be dreaming. Entry number 2. If it weren't for the numerous trackers and cameras they planted, I'd never be able to get a glimpse of it. It's so fast. It also doesn't seem to have any home base. It just goes where it goes. Entry number 3. Wow. Mews sure do eat a lot. Entry number 4. No sighting. Entry number 5. No sighting. Entry number 6. I was beginning to think I'd moved on. I almost got fired for it even. But was I ever relieved to see that Mew again after a year and a half of nothing? Supervisor says research isn't going well. Won't say what. That is neat to know. But I hope I can recover something special for them. After all, this is for the betterment of Pokemon. Entry number 7. Mew's habits were always so erratic, but recently that started changing. Now it seems to keep returning to one area we've triangulated. There's a lot of food and fresh water, so I guess it wants to settle down for something. Didn't think that was possible, honestly. Entry number 8. Something's not right with it. It's far less energetic now. It's stopping to rest in the mapped area for longer and longer. It's also eating more often. I guess that explains why it looks like its torso is getting wider. Entry number 9. I don't believe it. Science jargon aside, it's not like I've been that formal anyways, but who cares? I didn't know this was possible. It's so rarely seen with legendaries as it is, but a mythical, like a Mew giving birth? This changes so much what we know about this species. We had to use a remote camera to get a glimpse, but Mew delivered twins at some point in the night. It wasn't even eggs either. Entry number 10. I could watch these baby Mews all day. So glad it's my job. This is a once-in-a-lifetime, heck, maybe more experience, and I'm not wasting a moment of it. Not only that, but the higher-ups are really excited about this too. I can't wait to see them grow up. Entry number 11. Boss is calling me into a meeting, so I didn't have much observation today. I'll have to make up for that tomorrow. Entry number 13. I've been lied to. Failure. It's just like the previous tests. Even with a Mew fossil, its DNA is simply too unstable to create a viable clone. Not with so many gaps, not even when we fill them with other species. I'm afraid the project is doomed to stay a pipe dream, no matter how many years we've invested in it. February 6th. Mew gave birth. We named each newborn Mewtwo. None of us had stock in that intern, blabbering on about what Mew likes to eat. But discovery has been made. I pride myself as a scientist, a respectable Pokemon researcher. But I suppose I surrendered my right to call myself respectable when I agreed to join this project. The fossil wasn't enough, but the infants. Embryos would have been preferred, but we didn't have a hope of catching it before it delivered. An extraction team will be deployed within the next 24 hours. We will do what we must. In the name of this scientific breakthrough, we will see this project to the end. We will have our Mewtwo. I will not fail again.
Mewtwo, stop!
What's going on? You can't just ignore us.
We can't help you if you don't tell us.
What did you find out?
What Mew told us. It's true.
About its children. They really were stolen?
Stolen and used. The fossils were deemed a failure. But infant Mews have all the material twisted individuals could ever need.
You couldn't possibly mean...
You're intelligent. I'm sure you can figure out what I mean.
Mewtwo, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're sorry? Well, thank you, Ash. That apology will fix everything that's happened. It's as if I haven't been lied to my entire life about just being some clone fossil. Just when I think humans can't sink any lower, they would go so far as to abduct infant Mews and subject them to those horrific gene-splicing experiments. Whatever it takes to get their living weapons, even if it costs innocent lives, feeding us lies to keep us under their heels. Why am I even acting like I'm surprised?
Mewtwo.
You. This is also your fault! You knew about this all along. From the very first moment you saw me on Mew Island. You knew exactly what I really was, but you did nothing. Why didn't you protect us? You're supposed to be an all-powerful Pokemon, but you just let them take us! But no, you just pretended I was inferior as we battled. And then you had the nerve to mother us as if that would erase your failure!
That's enough. Don't throw all of this on Mew.
Take your hand off me!
All right, then. This is how it's going to be. We're taking this to somewhere more remote. You are in no mindset to keep discussing this. Not rationally. and I will not allow you to take this out on the others. So, you are going to let this anger out on someone who can take it. Come at me with everything you have.
You think you're in any position to give me orders?
I don't recall giving you a choice in this. You are not penting it up this time. Now fight me!